to induct Rick Emmett, Mike Levine, and Gil Moore of Triumph to the Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame is a recent inductee himself, a man who can sing no wrong, Tom Cochrane.
Wow, I gotta bend over for this. Wow! That was quite the performance. J.J. Wild and Charlie Edwards. Hey, Gilly? Great band. Again for the band back here. Especially the drummer. My drummer. Oh yeah, another privileged white guy going off script here. Smoke bombs, massive light shows, cutting-edge live sound, flamethrowers coming out of kick drums. You guys have seen the documentary. All that accompanied by well-crafted, sometimes virtuoso-like musicianship. Triumph formed in the 70s. 3 young guys out of Mississauga, North Toronto, I believe, in Mike's case, got together determined to get the hell out of the bars of the Toronto scene. And within a short while became a touring juggernaut, filling arenas and stadiums across Canada and the US. That aside, as in all the arts, the films, plays, a book, there's a script, there's a screenplay, there's a story. And in the band's case, in a musician's case, they're the songs. They're the magic that fuels the soul and the imagination, and without the songs, the big top, the show, the event that was Triumph coming to town wouldn't have happened. Triumph songs came at you like a train on the radio, positive, uplifting, and inspiring rock anthems for the kids and everybody else. They were the fuel that drove the Triumph machine, and without them, without the songs, none of the other stuff would have happened. So without further ado, please welcome the latest inductees into the Canadian Songwriter Hall of Fame, Triumph. Come up here, Ben.
It's awesome. There's 3 of us, and there's one of everybody else, the other songwriters. So we got to split it up. So we'd be like a song. So I'm doing the intro, Gil's doing the verse, and Rick's going to do the chorus. So on behalf of the band, thank you to the Hall of Fame committee and SOCAN for this fantastic award. And congratulations to all the other legendary inductees. It's been a journey, and I don't think I could have taken this journey without Gil and Rick, my partners in crime. And teamwork was essential in the Triumph world, and the Triumph teams were exceptional and helped make our songs come alive. Thanks to all the tech teams at Metalworks and other great studios in Canada and the US. Team Radio, that supported our music and still does. The business team of record labels, concert promoters, lawyers, agents, managers, merchandisers, filmmakers, and more. Our Triumph staff, and the road team that kept us fired up every night, and who we're very proud to make our shows not only sensational, but a whole lot of fun. And then there's the home team. Mine was the beautiful and talented Rosie Levine, who foolishly married me 52 years ago, and whose love and support continues to keep me sane. And our incredible son, Matt, who, at Maple Leaf Gardens in 1985, became Triumph's biggest fan at the ripe old age of 4. And finally, to all the fans who made this evening possible, turning it over to Gil.
Thanks, Mikey. First of all, my brother Tom flew all the way in here from Kelowna, BC, which is unbelievable, because I wouldn't do that for you. But I was here last year, and I did do this for you, but I drove in from Mississauga, which to me, that's the equivalent of flying from Kelowna. I've got to thank some people, because God knows we have had so many friends and buddies and pals and people that have pushed us up in this business that's so hard to break through. And I can only mention a few of them. We wouldn't have met Rick if it wasn't for Neil Dixon, right? Neil, we were struggling to get a guitarist, and we had a few failures, and then Neil introduced us to Rick, so that nothing would have happened without. He was our first manager. Speaking of that, our new manager, Jason Murray, is here with his incredible assistant, Elise Bailey, who's just been phenomenal putting this day together for us. Jason, thank you so much. Jeff Crabe, our great agent, is here, who's also got his shoulder behind Triumph in a big, big way. Our new musician buddies, our six-piece power trio. So we've got we've got Phil X here tonight. I think everybody knows that. Yeah. And Todd Kearns is sitting right over there. And I don't think Brent was coming, but Brent Fitz, our great drummer, he couldn't be here tonight, but we've got a great thing going there, as everybody probably saw in the hockey escapades that we've been on. Thanks to Rogers, by the way, for aligning our music with sports in Canada, which I think is a great thing for young people. You know, we could have had our songs in a potato chip commercial. So I mean, it's fantastic to be associated with those great teams we have in Canada and promote sports. So we're very grateful, as we are to the Coalition for Canadian Music Education and Stacey Sinclair, who, believe it or not, the song Rick Emmett wrote many years ago, Hold On, was sung by over 200,000, and that's not a misprint, over 200,000 kids across Canada last May on Music Monday, and it's going to happen again this year. They're not changing songs, and hopefully we'll have even more. Elementary school, high school, as well as university choir. So we're very proud of that, and we're grateful. I can't turn the mic over to Rick without thanking Gary Slate, who turned Q107 into the all Triumph format, and has been with us since day one and done so many things for us. We love Gary. Randy Lennox has been there since day one, since he was selling, when he was in promotion, and before he became the big shot at Universal and ran the whole show, and then on to Bell Media and so on and so forth. So Randy, thank you so much for always having our back. And I guess lastly, I just got to say, I am supported by the most incredible family in the world. It's the centerpiece of my entire life. My beautiful wife, Sunny, sitting right there. Right beside her is my son, Miles, who's a big guy now. And there's Holly, my daughter, who just got married. My son-in-law, Morgan, right beside her. And my lovely daughter, Lauren, who's been with me at Metalworks since she was just a high school student. And her husband, Craig. And they have a lovely little daughter who's our first granddaughter, Everly, we're so proud of. Thanks very much. Rick, over to you.
Okay. It's all right. I was worried. His name was earned and said ad lib 90 seconds. And I went, not going to happen. And when I was organizing this, they said, you know, you got a minute and a half. So I'm going to try and do it. You ready? Triumph was about 3.5 years in before we eventually arrived at writing some songs that defined what the band was really all about. Songs that radio embraced, songs that worked on concert stages, becoming a part of the soundtrack of people's lives. In the end, it's always the songs that end up telling the story. And the magic power of those songs is that they're still speaking to folks about hopes and dreams, following hearts, fighting good fights, laying truth on the line, trying to make the world a better place for all of us and for our children's children. Speaking of family, my biggest thank you always goes out to Jeanette, my wife of 50 years. 50 years. And our offspring, Shannon, Cassandra, Ashley, and Brendan, who all managed somehow to cheerfully survive their crazy dad and his creative obsessions. Canadian songwriting, like politeness and humility, healthcare, multiculturalism, hockey, comedy. Songwriting is something we're known for because it's something we're really good at. And we should always be very, very proud of that. Which makes this an even more meaningful honor for us, so humbling and so gratifying to be welcomed into the community of this Hall of Fame. Finally, I just want to address these guys who I was on the road with in the trenches and out in no man's land, in the cheap motels and the camper vans, and the Learjets and the limos and the awards shows. And I just want to say, hey, 50 years for us too. It's pretty good, eh? You're fucking rock stars. I love you idiots. All right. Thank you, and thank you.